Hi everyone! So in this video I'd like to talk about virtual reality technology and the potential impact it can have on a variety of different sectors in the market, from the music industry to the film industry, to computer gaming, to even something like real estate. So before I get started, I'm sure most people are familiar with virtual reality technology and how it works, broadly speaking. Essentially all it is you have a screen attached to your head in some way, and that gives you complete 360-degree view of a virtual setting of some sort. So it's definitely a much more heightened way of consuming content, and for that reason the film industry and the music industry have really started to dip their feet into it a little bit. Last year's Tribeca Film Festival, they included what they called a virtual arcade, and that was where they offered the experience of viewing a few different animated features and a few different documentary features. With virtual reality technology. So I believe there's even one exhibit that not only offered the 360-degree virtual reality view, but it was actually quite interactive. I think there was an option where you could climb on top of a dragon and go for a dragon ride. And there were hand controls that allowed you to throw stuff like fireballs. So you can actually actively participate in the virtual reality world, which I thought was pretty cool. And it's not just films that are utilizing this type of technology. In the music business, in 2014, I think it was Coldplay that recorded a concert for virtual reality format. NextVR was the name of the company that made that happen, and they have since allegedly made deals with a couple different companies that put out music from some fairly major artists. I think the names Kanye West and Taylor Swift were thrown around, so it definitely doesn't seem to be just a one-off novelty kind of thing. There does seem to be a commitment to making virtual reality a pretty tangible part of the market and really change the way in which people choose to consume music, and specifically concert music. Now, of course, I think when the term virtual reality is mentioned, probably the first format that comes to mind for most people would be the gaming industry. And I think that definitely is one market where virtual reality can really take off quite strongly. But one of the sectors in the market that I really didn't think of prior to reading up on a little bit is the potential for virtual reality to have a big impact on the travel and the real estate markets. So picture this: instead of draining time dragging yourself around from one property to the next trying to pick a house to buy, with virtual reality technology you could view a full 360-degree experience just within the comfort of your own home. And the same sort of idea applies to booking travel accommodations. I'm sure we've all experienced or heard horror stories of booking someplace you thought looked nice from the 2 or 3 photos you saw online on the booking site, only to arrive and see that it's not quite what you were expecting. So with virtual reality, however, you could check out the place much more thoroughly ahead of time, so you don't have to endure any unpleasant surprises on vacation. Now, despite all of this, all the potential for virtual reality that I just outlined, I think it is pretty difficult to predict the precise economic future or role of virtual reality. There still are quite a few skeptics who claim virtual reality technology is really just sort of a brief novelty and may or may not catch on and become a staple in regular households. I personally think that as a medium, it does have the capacity to provide a really heightened entertainment experience, and it definitely provides convenience, and so I think there is a potential for it to significantly shake up the media landscape in the coming years. But that's just my 2 cents, and I definitely look forward to at least trying it someday. But anyway, thank you very much for watching,